Crazy Tube Circuit scored hit after hit with their dual pedal series, which is basically an amp section and an overdrive section. And they had the Crossfire, which was a super reverb and a tube screamer. They had the Unobtainium, the high power, and now they have the Heatseeker, which is a Marshall style pedal based on Angus Young's tone. And the thing about Angus Young, his tone, a very important aspect of that was the wireless system he started using. And it was like the first ever wireless system, which allowed him to run around in all the huge stadiums they were playing. And that changed his tone for the better. And Crazy Tube Circuits included that in this pedal on this side, which has a level and an enhance switch. And like with all their dual pedals, you can use that independently too. So you could run this at the beginning of your chain or at the end of your chain, wherever you want, because it has a built-in effects loop. So it can act as two separate pedals as well. Leave this always on or use it as like a boost for this pedal alone. And this is the amp section of the pedal that has your usual Marshall layout with bass, middle, treble, presence and volume, but also master volume, so you have a lot more control over the gain. So it can sound like a clean Marshall, but also like a cranked Marshall. Then there is a wall of sound switch, which does exactly what you think it does. It makes a wall of sound. And there is a three-way switch here, which lets you select between three different Marshall models. So you can voice it after a JTM 45, a Super Lead, and a JMP 2203. Let's start with the Super Lead, and we're gonna start with clean, obviously, because that's what you do in a guitar demo. You start with the clean tone, otherwise you'll get hateful comments. Heritage H150. Into the Turok CRS, into the Boss Tube Amp Expander, into the interface, and then into your face. And let's go. Ho, ho, ho. It sounds huge, but you still have very clear string separation. I love that. Let's first switch between, now it's still medium gain-ish. Switch between the models. This is JTM 45. And this is the JMP. Then we have the wall of sound switch. Just like a proper amp style pedal should do, it cleans up as well. It's gorgeous. Going back to Super Lead, let's roll back to volume, which is basically like the preamp volume, and that controls the amount of gain. ATM. Really, really, really nice. Going to the wireless preamp. It has a level, so you can boost all of it or just keep it around unity and use enhance to dial in the desired amount of effect it has on your tone. And I love that it's subtle, but if you're going to stack this with other pedals, the effect will be more pronounced, but you can already hear makes it overall just a little bit prettier, which is perfect as using it as an always-on pedal, but like I said, you can also use it as a boost. Let's pair that with now with the wall of sound and a little bit more gain. Super lead. Another thing that often works with, well, it works with Marshall amps, it oftentimes works with Marshall style pedals, is that you just crank everything, all the tone controls, so all the signal goes through, and then you adjust to taste with your volume knob. Rolling it back. So this is no exception in that. I'm going to switch to a Strat real quick because I'm really curious what this sounds like with single coils. A little more gain. That's my favorite note. Right there. Enhance. Ratings, as always, starting with build quality. As any other pedal, it's built like a tank, 9 out of 10. Innovation. Well, it's hard nowadays to make an amp in a box pedal or an overdrive pedal that still feels unique, because there is so much out there. But somehow they manage it. This series, they struck gold with these series. And as far as I know, I mean, the Marshall side sounds fantastic and would be a killer pedal on its own. But with that enhance thing from the wireless, I don't think anybody has done that before. But it's an amp in a box, 8 out of 10. Looks. Looks. The looks feel off to me. I mean, it looks good, but the font is very NASCAR-like, and there's an eagle on there, which is also very American, and it's a pedal based on British amps, so no match for me. 5 out of 10. Ease of use. No manual required. 9 out of 10. Sound. It ticks all the boxes of what an amp in a box pedal should do. It's dynamic, it reacts to your playing, you can control the amount of gain with your guitar volume knob, so it cleans up very well. There's plenty of tonal variation in there, so you can really tailor it to your guitar and your rig. And that wireless thing implementation sounds so good. I would leave that always on. 9 out of 10. Pricing. I don't know the price yet, but I feel like it will be kind of the same as their other pedals, which is pretty fair. So if it's like that, it's an 8 out of 10. Brings the total to an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below in the comments section. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Helps to grow it, and then I'll be very happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.